And now I will introduce the LM class speaker, Adedayo Akinbosade. Adedayo is an attorney from Nigeria who has 2 law degrees from OAU and the Nigerian Law School of Abuja. He began his career as a criminal prosecutor and later switched sides to criminal defense, where he works with displaced victims of Nigerian terrorist organization Boko Haram. His law practice primarily focused on human rights enforcement, humanitarian law, constitutional, criminal, and family law. He also engaged in the Prison Innocence Project, conflict mediation in West Africa. He joined the Oregon School of Law in a bid to learn and adopt more effective methodology of ensuring human rights enforcement to help ensure justice and equality back in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. Since joining the law school, he has participated in the Oxford Consortium Program on Human Rights and Humanitarian Law Workshop, and was also part of the University of Oregon Inside Out Prison Education Program. He believes justice delayed is justice denied, and hopes to one day live in a world of tranquility with every country at peace.
Thank you, Jessica. I've been told I speak fast, so if at the end of this speech you pick 50% of what I said, that's huge success. And I also feel it's important to point out that if you are looking at me at the screen adds 20 pounds. Okay. Our journey here has been filled with more emotions than I could put into words, especially for international students. Transitioning from a different country with different cultural, legal, educational background has been daunting at best. Before going forward, I feel the need to acknowledge the continuous support of our families back home, as well as the new ones we made here. For this, I say thank you to all of you who made this transition easier for us. To Dean Espinola, who made everyone feel special in their own way. Thank you. To Dean Commission, who I can't seem to locate, whose doors are always open and ever willing to lend our ears, no matter the issue we had. Thank you. I must have been to our office like 100 times. No one's cheated on me back. I'm sure she's glad I'm finally leaving now, though. Thank you to the professors, the administrative staffs, the janitors, and every member of staff who ensured and aided our journey this far. And most importantly, thank you to class of 2019. Colleagues who became friends and are now families. Scott, Charles, Kay, and every one of you. Even though I've known you for 1 year, it seems like forever because of the love and acceptance you showed the LLM class and I. Thank you. To Paul and Diana Bratt, who graciously served in local experiences. To put this in perspective, let me briefly divert and tell you a short story. Prior to coming to the US, I'd never left Nigeria. So naturally, my mom was all worked up a day before leaving. She researched Oregon, the weather, time difference, the food, and just got worked up and agitated. So she decided to see a movie to calm her down like she always does. Unfortunately, the one movie she chose was Jordan Peele's Get Out. She almost boarded the flight with me. To my second parents, Paul and Diana Bratt, you guys have been nothing short of a blessing to me, taking me in from the very first day I stepped into the US and treating me like your own son since then. You guys changed my perspective on US, cross-race relationship, and humanity itself. Thank you, Paul and Diana. Changing gears, I would like to talk about what I term living in our different bubbles. Looking no further than the last month, we've seen markedly contrasting reaction to two tragic events. The fire outbreak at the iconic Notre Dame Cathedral in France versus the horrific series of explosions in churches and hotels in Sri Lanka. According to Google search trends this past month, the keyword search for Notre Dame was in the ratio of 10:1 to Sri Lanka, which had 300 more casualties with 21 million people displaced. Additionally, over 1 billion has since been pledged to help rebuild the cathedral and help France. This contrasts markedly to the response to the little or no effort made towards assisting the victims or Sri Lanka itself. This is not a new trend. It's the world we now find ourselves. Our decisions to be empathetic, sympathetic, or lend a helping hand has been chiefly determined by social status, location, and predominant skin color of the victim's country. Consistently leaning towards outcomes where we value properties more than lives in the third world countries. This is appalling and outrageous, at least. Human lives should never be adjudged, valued based on skin color or location. In a world where technology has helped build a bridge between us and the rest of the world, giving us unfettered access to information out there, to news and events out there, we've chosen to use this technology to shield ourselves from these events. We've never been so connected, but yet disconnected. Choosing to pay attention to just things happening around us or to other supposed superpower countries with the hope that one day they might in turn return the favor. This is not humanitarianity. If you are choosing to offer help only upon consideration of reciprocity, that is contract. That's not help. That's not humanitarianity. The legal profession, which I recognize to be the most prestigious profession in the world, I know some non-lawyers in the house will disagree with me, but the legal profession, which I recognize to be the most prestigious profession in the world, has equipped us with the necessary tools to influence things and do better. As lawyers, we've all assumed the mantle of responsibilities, and we are now tasked with the duty of thinking beyond ourselves and our immediate world. Let us all go out there and give our very best in helping others, irrespective of their social status or ability to reciprocate. John Bunyan said it best when he said, "You've not lived today until you've done something for someone who can never repay you." Everyone matters. Everyone is important, no matter their nationality, where they live, what language they speak, or what problem they face. We are humans first. And I hope we can help make the world a much better place. With our great law degrees come even greater responsibilities. Congrats, class of 2019. Go Ducks.